This is MEC 14 resistance testing. First thing we're going to check for resistance is the under dash ground. And so what we need to do is we need to take a test lead and attach it to the negative battery post under the engine, under the hood. And then we go underneath the dash of the vehicle and we take our multimeter, and we'll also grab the other end of our test lead, and we'll go under the dash and we'll set it up. So position your multimeter so you can see it, and then take your negative or your black lead and attach your test lead to that. And then you're going to take your red lead and you're going to touch it to the test lead just to check to make sure that everything's working properly with the meter. And then you'll reach up underneath the dash and you'll touch something metal. So in this case it's a frame that holds the steering column, and I'm going to touch the metal. You can see I get 3.4 ohms. And I can touch different areas. This time I'm going to get 67 ohms. That's quite a bit. There's probably something in between the brake pedal and something else. So I touch a bolt. I want a steady number, and I want to hear it consistently. So you can see I'm getting about 3.5 ohms in 3 different places. So we'll call that good. The next thing for resistance testing we're going to check is a bulb. In this case it's an underhood bulb light, and you can see in that bulb light that you have one through the middle you have a filament, and on either side you have metal tabs. You take and push your leads down on top of the metal tabs on the ends, and you should get a certain resistance. In this case we're getting about 1 ohm of resistance, and that's just right. The last resistance testing is a fuse. So first thing we do is remove the fuse box lid, and I'm going to show you a fuse here and just tell you a little about it. A fuse has a center part that will melt at a certain amperage. When the amperage goes through, it melts and disconnects the surface. It keeps everything safe. Those 2 tabs slide down into the fuse box, and those show right up through the top. If you're going to access the fuse, you just go to the top 2 tabs there. In this case, what we'll do is we'll pull the fuse out of the fuse box. There's usually a fuse holder that you can grab that fuse holder and pull it out. Once you have it out, you can lay it down somewhere on something that's rubber or something that's wooden so it doesn't transfer resistance. We make sure our setting is on resistance. We touch our leads together to check to make sure our meter is working properly. And then we will touch the 2 tabs of the fuse. If we have continuity, or if we have about 0.01 or 00 ohms, then we call that fuse good.